Welcome to this video. So in this video we'll be looking at questions on atomic structure. So with me I have a tutorial sheet that has 4 questions, as you can see here. Okay, so these questions are based on different concepts under the topic atomic structure. Okay, so I'll be explaining the concepts as we solve these questions here. Okay, so let's start with question 1 here. So question 1, they're saying calculate the wavelength of an electron moving at the speed of 1.5 times 10 to the power 6 meters per second. So the formula that we are going to use to calculate this wavelength will be, wavelength, it is indicated by this, which is what we call as lambda. That's the symbol used to indicate wavelength. So the wavelength will be equals to h over mv. Okay, so now this h here is what we call as the Planck's constant. Okay, so the Planck's constant has a value of 6.626 times 10 to the power minus 34. Okay, and then the m is the mass of an electron. Okay, so the mass of an electron is well known to be 9.109, okay, times 10 to the power minus 31 kg. Okay, and then this v is just the speed that you've been given, which is 1.5 times 10 to the power minus 6, to the power 6 meters squared. Okay, so now where does this formula come from? Okay, we have to know where this formula comes from so that we can be able to solve these questions in a very easy way. So remember, the speed of light c is indicated by, or is found by multiplying the frequency and the wavelength. Okay, so now imagine it's a situation where we do not have the speed of light, we just have another speed. Okay, then that speed v will be equals to the frequency multiplied by the what? By the wavelength. Okay, and then we also have two formulas for getting energy. Okay, so we're going to say that energy is actually equals to the Planck's constant multiplied by the frequency, or energy can be equals to mass multiplied by the speed squared, okay, or v squared. So from these formulas that I've written down here, okay, you can come up with this equation. So the first thing that you have to do, okay, is make f the subject of the formula here. So we make frequency the subject of the formula here. So if I divide both sides by lambda, which is the wavelength, I'm going to get that f is the same as what? V over lambda. And then here I have two formulas here, okay, for finding energy. You can see energy is equals to this, again energy is equals to this. So it means I can equate this guy and that guy, right? Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say I have hf, which is the same, which is energy, okay, and then even this one is energy, so this means that these two are equal like this. Okay, so that's what I get there. And then where there's f, I'm going to replace with v over lambda. So it will be h, and then where there's f, that's v over what? Lambda is equals to mv squared. So I'll say over 1 and then I cross multiply. So I'll have lambda mv squared is equals to hv. Okay, so my mission is to make the lambda the subject of a formula. Okay, so what am I going to have? If I do that, I divide both sides by mv squared. So I'm going to say lambda is equals to hv over mv squared. So this is going to cancel out one v on top. I mean the v on top and one v down. So I just remain with h over mv. So this is where the formula, okay, for calculating the wavelength is coming from, in case you're just given the speed. Okay, so that's what we are going to use. So now we know where the formula is coming from. We can easily use it to calculate the wavelength. Okay, so we're going to say the wavelength is just equals to the Planck's constant, 6.626 multiplied by 10 to the power minus 34. And then down here, I'm going to put the velocity multiplied by the mass. So the mass is well known. So memorize this value. So that is 9.109 times 10 to the power minus 31. Okay, multiplied by the velocity 1.5 times 10 to the power 6. Okay, so the rest is just to punch this value onto the calculator. Okay, but if you don't want to stress with that, I have an easy way that you can do it. You can say 6.626 multiplied by 10 to the power minus 34, okay, divided by, and then here down I'm going to put this guy and this guy together, so that would be 9.109 multiplied by 1.5 times 10 to the power minus 31 and then 10 to the power 6. So we can combine the powers since the bases are the same. So that would be minus 31, okay, plus 6. So that gives me a minus 25. So this is what I have. Okay, so when finding the answer there, I'll say let me divide these ones separately. Okay, the ones without power something. So that is 6.626, okay, divided by 6.26, okay, divided by 9.109 times 1.5. Okay, so that's what I get. So I'll get 0.48494 1, or I round off, so it will be 2 multiplied by, according to my calculator, and then here I have 10 to the power minus 34 over 10 to the power minus 25. So the bases are the same. So this is the same as 10 minus 34 minus 25. Okay, so that will just be 10 to the power minus 34 plus 25. So that's what I'll do now. So minus 34 plus 25, I get 10 to the power minus 9. So that will just be 10 to the power minus 9. Okay, but if you want, just punch the whole thing onto your calculator, but make sure you put brackets when you put this, and also put brackets when you put that, brackets when you put that, and then you're going to get the correct answer. So this is the answer here. Okay, and then I can make it into scientific notation, so meaning that I can move this decimal point one step to the right. Okay, so if I move it one step to the right, then I have to subtract a 1 on this guy here. So it will be 4.8 4.84942 times 10 to the power minus 10. Okay, so this will be the wavelength, and the wavelength is just a distance, so the units there are meters. Okay, so that is the wavelength, and then sometimes they can ask you to convert this wavelength into nanometers. Okay, in fact most of the times. So in topic 1 under units, we learned how to convert this. So I'm going to say my wavelength, which is 4.8 4942 times 10 to the power minus 10 m. Okay, I can convert this into nanometers. So nanometers, I know that my nano is the same as 10 to the power minus 9. Okay, so it means here I'll just remain with what? 10 to the power minus 1, because the 10 to the power minus 9 will just become a nano. So what I have is 4.84 4942 times 10 to the power minus 1. I'll separate this, times 10 to the power minus 9, and then meters. Now this 10 to the power minus 9, okay, is the same as a nano. Okay, I'm converting this to nanometers, so it will just be 4.84942 times 10 to the power minus 1 nanometers. So this is my wavelength here. Okay, so we are done with question 1. Thank you so much for watching this video. Okay, if you'd like to access more videos on tutorial sheets and past papers, feel free to register with us. Okay, so in the description below of this video, you'll find 3 links. One is a registration video guide. It will guide you on how you can make an account and then register with us, okay, to access full tutorial sheet videos and full past paper videos, as well as topic what lessons. Okay, the other link is for the website, and the other link is for our mobile app. So on our mobile app, okay, you can actually download these videos and watch them offline. So you don't always have to use bundles when you are learning on our platform. You can easily get the mobile app. Okay, so just go on Play Store and then you search Discrete Learning Institute. The app will come, you install the app, and then on the app, you can download the videos and watch them offline. Okay, so check out the video in the description to know how to register. Once you register and then you go on our website, you're going to see something like this. Okay, so it depends with whatever you want. So if you want math, you register for math. If you want chemistry, you register for chemistry, just like that. Okay, so for example, if I open the course chemistry here, I'm going to find two folders. Okay, so if you're in semester 1, you go in the general chemistry here. Okay, so if you're in semester 2, Apex, you go in this folder. So semester 1, I'll open the general chemistry there. Okay, I'll find 5 folders. So this one here is for lessons and tutorials. So whatever topic that you're going to learn, okay, we have lessons in video form as well as summarized notes on all the topics. So you can see here all the topics, okay, from introduction to chemistry all the way to nuclear chemistry. We have the videos here. So you can watch these at your own time, okay, and learn at your own pace, anywhere, anytime, even in your blankets. So here we have the handwritten summarized notes, so you can check them out. And then here we have the tutorial sheets. There we have the past papers. Here we have the lab report samples. So if you want to check out the past papers, okay, you open this folder and then you go to your university. So for example, if I'm at Apex, I'll go in the Apex folder, okay, and then I'll go to the video solutions there. If you want, you can check out the written solutions. We also have them. Okay, so the video solutions, you're just going to find videos on different past papers. Okay, it can be quizzes, it can be tests, as well as the final exam. You're going to find the videos there. Okay, so these are the videos there. You can see some of them are for the exams, some of them are for the tests, some of them are for the quizzes. So you can use all these videos to learn at your own time, at your own pace. Okay, so these are the past papers. If I go back here, okay, if I go back here, I can now go to the tutorial sheets and assignments. So it's the same thing. You go to your university. So uh, let me give an example. If I go in the Apex folder there, you're going to find different intakes. So you select the intake that you are in. Of course, you can also use the videos for the other intakes to learn, okay, because the concepts are just the same. So here I'm going to go into 2025 July what? Intake. So when I go in this folder, I'm going to find the video solutions to all the tutorial sheets that we've had so far. So these are the tutorial sheets here as well as the assignments. So the assignments, we have 4 written solutions, assignment 1, assignment 2, plus the video for assignment 1 here, the video for assignment 2 there. Okay, and then there are this tutorial sheet. This is 1, 2. Tutorial sheet 2 is divided into 3 parts. There's question 1 to 3, question 4 to 6, and question 7 here. Then I have tutorial sheet 3, 4, 5. This is supposed to be 6, but on the tutorial sheet they wrote 7, and then this one is tutorial sheet 7. Okay, and then from there we move to tutorial sheet 9. We had no tutorial sheet 8. Okay, so I'm going to upload here. Okay, once I'm done making this video, I'm going to upload tutorial sheet 10 on chemical kinetics. It's going to be there. So you can actually learn at your own time, at your own pace using our platform. Okay, so you feel free to register. Okay, you can check out the link in the description below here to know how you can gain access to all these so that it makes your academic life easier. So remember, if you are facing a challenge in math, you can still register. You're also going to find the tutorial sheet, the past papers. If it's physics, okay, you're still going to find the tutorial sheets, the past papers, as well as the biology. So you can register for the course of your choice. Okay, so thank you so much for watching, and all the best as you prepare for your exams.